And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner, and not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Again, it's Melage, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The Cardinals in a disappointing 0-4 for the first month of the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work at.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
First carry now for Chris Evans. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That's on the guard, Alex Kappa. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Jalen Thompson picks it past the 20. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. And Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now on 2nd and 16. Burrow. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Marco Wilson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
A first carry for Samaje Perine.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and inches. Burrow hits his running back, Pirine. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Now Burrow on first down, eluding the pressure right. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Mixon with a first down carry. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They go quickly here out to Moore. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. Throwing on first down is Murray. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 40. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Play action. Now it's Murray. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray to air it out again. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Murray now on first down. Going for it all. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Murray. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Bucs set to get to football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. The Bengals drive about to get going. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And now here is another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And he's got room. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 70 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A first carry for Trenton Cannon, and he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football. On third down, here's Cannon. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, And the Cardinals are going to have it now, 1st and goal. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Connor looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Cannon is in. Touchdown, Arizona. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys.
And my goodness, another. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
Now Murray off play action. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Prater's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Being chased out left. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That is caught at the 7. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mixon is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped. Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away? Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball. They'll start with a give here to Balaj. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it?
tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On 1st and 10 is Counter. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued. Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run. They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They run for it with Mixon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. I love those plays. 4th and 1, that's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down, 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Drew Sample, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So they get the score, still down, but bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish things off.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
57 to Mike. Check right. Boom. 57. Mike, 57.
To throw, it's Murray. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now Balaj. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Balaj. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on third.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
57 Mike. Mike 57. We got nothing left.
Murray going to throw. Ertz has it left side. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. He's got the connection to Moore. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different. But ultimately, time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short. And they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for the Cards, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.